George here with Keystone. So this is for everybody out there that wants to become a real estate investor, and specifically for those of you who want to become a real estate investor and make that your career. It's what you do full time, like we do. There's different type of investors. There's people who are professionals in their own field and are simply looking for a way to diversify their portfolio, and so therefore they buy real estate and they own a few properties here and there. But then there's those of us who real estate is their profession. And when I say real estate, I don't just mean, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm an investor, and we have a real estate fund and that we buy and sell properties. But that wasn't always the case. And the reason I'm making this video is because I wanna share that with you guys, because I've had some younger investors ask me, well, how did you get here? What do you do to get to this point? And number one, the best piece of advice I can give is to just go out there and take action. I remember when I first decided to start the company and doing this full time. We didn't have the capital to go out and buy our own properties and fund our own rehabs and flips and that kind of thing. And so we started wholesaling. Okay, we were literally flipping contracts, assigning contracts, doing double closings, and basically only owning the property for a matter of minutes, if that. And from there, we just started to build some momentum. I remember when we were trying to raise capital and we didn't know where we were going to get the money to do our first flip, our first rehab. And sure enough, little by little, we started building momentum. We started building a reputation. We started working with investors and joint venture partners, and we were doing 1 or 2 flips a year. That from there we scaled. We were doing 7 to 8 flips per quarter. So we were literally buying at least 7 or 8 properties per quarter. Which is somewhere about 35, 40 properties a year almost. And we had a large flip portfolio. Today we're actually managing or developing over $20 million under management in either cash producing, cash flowing properties and or development, ground up development properties. And I kind of hesitate to talk about numbers, and honestly, if those of you that follow me, you know that I don't really talk about numbers too much, because again, I don't want to come across in any certain way, but the only reason I mention it in this case is to tell you that it can be done. Like I said, I went from really not knowing where we were going to get the money to fund our first flip, let alone over 100 that we've done since then. But now we're at a point where really, once you build a reputation, once you establish a track record, it's true what they say. Money is all around us. Money is literally everywhere, and you just have to create an environment where you're able to capitalize on those funds and bring on partners, bring on investors, and give value and give return, and you'll make it happen. So again, the moral of the story is, if you're looking to get into real estate investing, you got to start somewhere, whether it's wholesaling, signing contracts, what have you. But the key is to be consistent, stick with it, have systems in place, and be able to set yourself in a position to grow and scale your business. And it won't happen overnight. It won't happen without hard work.
Vehicle nearby, narrow lanes.
But But if you get out there and do it, and you're consistent, and you treat it as a business that it is, then you'll be successful. So again, just take action, take it one step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed, and start with your first deal, and your second, and your third.